Yeah.
Because the beef could be out.
Right. So definitely don't go out until we find out what the fuck is going on. You know. Now MEECH got grabbed because he got hit, and he went to the hospital, and they found out who he was, and they had them arrest him.
And briefly, for those who don't know, explain how important Wolf was to New York.
All right.
Bigger than
Wolf.
New York even.
Wolf was Puff's bodyguard and security, personal security, whatever. And Wolf was a guy that was known and regarded, revered by a lot of people, and that reverence, he leveraged that reverence to help him get access to the opportunity with working with Puff, and also leveraged it to help Puff to circumvent certain situations, that would have been impediments for him, had he not had somebody strong with him, right? And of course, all the things that happened, with Suge's friend, and supposedly Wolf having to have something to do with Suge's friend dying and all that, whatever, and that's what gave birth to that whole thing about Suge having an issue with So, now this has happened. And he's locked up or whatever. There's no evidence. There's no evidence he shot. They tested him, and there's no evidence he shot a gun or any of that kind of shit, whatever. They just locked him up because he was him, And that's when he knew that he, was on Front Street. When they put his name in the paper and all that, whatever, and he knew he was on Front Street then. After that, the balling went to the next level. He was on house arrest for like 6 weeks or some shit like that. And when he got out, he bought himself the first Bentley GT to hit the street and the first Phantom to hit the street the same time. Black, both of them.
Bam, let's leave it at that, and tell us in your next BMF story, what are you going to tell us about?
In the next BMF story, I'm going to share the story about how we were in Miami at Jackie Gleason's house. He had rented Jackie Gleason's house, and we were down there, and we were going to go to Source of Wars and all that, whatever. And the cars used to move from one place to another on a car carrier. So out front of this house, they got Phantom, GT, 650, Lamborghini, Ferrari, 600 SL, and these two military attired guys with M16s, one on this corner and another one on this corner. And this is in Miami, in this high level, wealthy neighborhood.
Was it Brickell?
No, we weren't in Brickell. We were off of what is it, Alton? What is the name of that damn shit?
Downtown?
Yeah, we were by the beach, maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes from South Beach, right? And off of Alton or something. I think the name of the street is Alton. For some reason that comes to mind. But yeah, so it's all these crazy cars outside, a bunch of young black dudes wearing big t-shirts and big ass, pants and shit like that. Big chains and braids and all kind of shit and dreads and, and these two military style security guards on either end of the block in the neighborhood. So people are jogging by. It looks like Manuel Noriega is in there with his entourage.
For you.
Yes.
Hired by MEECH or somebody.
Yeah, hired by MEECH. Yeah. So, and then Suge comes.
It's Big MEECH. Raised by Wolves is a must read, man. You need to read it twice to understand and fully grasp where Cavario is coming from.
Raised by Wolves, inside the life and mind of a guerrilla hustler. Intro. As a child, in the constant presence of gangsters, I overheard a lot. I remember hearing it said that it's better to be feared than to be loved. I remember gangsters who tried to live on love, and I remember that it almost always ended badly for them. But then, many of the feared didn't fare too well either. I remember an afternoon in a Harlem classroom long ago. After collecting a writing assignment from me, my first grade teacher, whose name I no longer recall, said, "You write well, Cavario. You could be a writer." I remember sneering and remarking, "A writer? I'm going to be a gangster."
Off the block, getting scarred up, rob 'em. Meet you up Edgecombe, the dead zone. Base heads is happy, crooks is tacky, $5 hustlers, sharp as fuck, rockin' khaki. Niggas in the hallway, raw way. One light out, waiting to stick up to slide to the hideout. Gangsters been blowing piff. We got an older gift, live it. That time it make that time. I'm on the average when I'm fucking. As far as that leg go, I'm strutting. 100 pellets in your face, chuckling. Niggas is niggas, but that ain't me. I'm a super nigga.